Okay, I wanted to go back to this. And just as that poison via route other than coffee, I can prove it. There's nothing. Oh, this is new. You do understand what we need, ja? Proof, head for head, not possibilities. Of course. And Prosecutor Gavin, I hope you understand. I'm ready to give you that proof. Oh, what did you say? I have proof of the disappearing envelope. You do? I saw him writing it later, I did. Which was picked up by the mailman, I assume. Of course, which means that envelope had a stamp on it. A stamp? Ah! As we all know, stamps come back to guide. In order to use the glue, you have to wet it by licking the stamp. By licking the stamp! Ha! No one worth talking to actually licks stamps in this day and age.
Objection!
Yeah, even if you wanted to talk to him, you couldn't. He's dead after all. Okay, so he licked the stamp. But wait, how does that explain the... Oh, the picture! The picture! If he licked the back of a poison stamp, the poison would get on his tongue, yes? What would then happen if he put the coffee mug on his mouth, those traces on the mug weren't the killer's doing. It was the other way around. What? The coffee mug didn't poison Mr. Michan. Mr. Michan poisoned the coffee mug himself! That's a nice theory, but can you back it up? Order. But that does it? Recall, if you would. Anthraquinine is a slow-acting poison, yes? The poison entered his body when he put the stamp on that envelope. But his time wasn't up until the very moment he's touched the lips to that cup of joe. Yes, and that's how he fell immediately when he drank it. That makes sense! Voice crack! Dang it! Okay, nodding at me. I smell cringe. You have something to add, Mr. Brushel? Oh, his nose is picking up another scent of cringe. As I believe I mentioned earlier. That's the thing, see, after he puts his letter in that envelope, Mr. Misham sat there searching his desk drawer for something. Yes, a stamp, a so-called postage stamp. End quote. But I don't seem to remember him ever finding one. Did we just run out? Incidentally, we searched the desk drawer at the scene of the crime. There were no stamps, not a single one. That does pose a problem. This is a stamp! This is a stamp right here! That is a stamp! Actually, I'm glad no other stamps were found. Makes proving the stamp he was used poison possible. Ha! Good show! Can't even prove there was a stamp at the scene in the first place. I can. Well, let's hear what the defense has to say. Where's your evidence that proves the existence of this poison stamp right here? Well, that certainly is a cute little frame. By little, I mean really, really little. It was on the victim's desk, Your Honor. Quite empty, as you can see for yourself. I noticed that too during my inspection. So what? Apparently, you weren't as observant as you should have been. You see, when you saw this frame, it was missing something quite important. Missing something? Yes, a pale bluish stain of the inside of the frame. Atropine residue! What? Why wasn't I told about this? I'm sorry, Clavier, you're a good one, but I always enjoy seeing the prosecution sweat and all that. The frame is only 2 inches square. The face of the frame is even smaller, maybe an inch wide at most. You aren't saying... I am! Yes, I am! Oh, but I am. Tell me, what fits in such a small frame? A commemorative stamp, perhaps? Oh, here we go. Order! The poison stamp was in this frame? Impossible! Prosecutor Gavin, why would he put something like that on his desk? Don't tell me I didn't there so he could commit suicide if the mood struck. Can I say something? I had a thought, see? And I smell some cringe right now. Well, Mr. Boswell, please stop journeying around like that. The victim was a forger, right? There's a lot of money in that line of work. Forger forges friends, makes enemies too. End quote. I don't follow. So the poison stamp might have been a murder weapon aimed at him. That's a little bit of a stretch, but anyway, let's finish this. Bam! Oh, rich. That's rich. What do you mean? Leave the ridiculous flights of fancy to the Gavineer's song lyrics, please. Finally, something we agree on. I don't follow. The stamps was a murder weapon? Nonsense. Murder is a simple business. Who would go to such lengths? No one. Oh, I disagree. What do you mean? Come again? Recall, if you would, the victim's reclusive lifestyle. Jumisham hid from the world. He avoided meetings. His only contact with the outside world was the mail. The mail? What do you mean? Now, if you wanted to kill someone you couldn't meet, but you knew... Now, if you wanted to kill someone you couldn't meet, but you knew read letters, a stamp would be the perfect weapon! Good possibility. Ridiculous. Where's your proof? I want proof! Show us evidence that the poison stamp was sent to him as a murder weapon. I don't have evidence, per se, but things are finally starting to come together. What is it, Apollo? Your fists are trembling. I think I know what happened. I don't believe it, but I can see it. I think I know how Mr. Misham was killed. How? Well, fill us in, Mr. Justice. A certain piece of evidence points to the truth, Your Honor. I can show you how someone with the intent to kill sent Mr. Misham's stamp of death. The blackmail letter? Isn't this the envelope? Yes! Okay! Woo! The one from 7 years ago. Think about the text on the letter again. I deposited the $10,000. Send a receipt once you confirm the transfer. There are 2 pages in the envelope. This is page 1, and this is page 2. I need not remind you to speak of this to no one. I want to draw your attention to one phrase in particular. Send in the enclosed envelope with the enclosed stamp within 3 days. The enclosed stamp, Your Honor. Ah! In other words, if I had displayed the stamp poison on the other stamp, lick, gasp, end quote. Cringe smelling. Now what if he had done exactly as the letter asked? He would sign the document, put it in the envelope, and put the same stamp! He didn't put it in his letterbox. 15 minutes wouldn't have elapsed between affixing the stamp and mailing the letter. But the clock started ticking. When the time came, he drew his last breath. The murder weapon would have been taken away from the scene. Quite conveniently, thanks to the postal system. Do you have anything to back that up, Clavier? Damn! Blake's doing that a lot in this trial. Such a splendid imagination you have, your forehead. But let me confirm one thing with you, if I might. So this poison stamp was inside the envelope from 7 years ago? Ja? Is that what you have to believe? Really? Well, it's a little bit of a stretch, but there's a possibility. It's a very small possibility. How small, I wonder? A poison stamp in this envelope? A stamp that then became the murder weapon? How do you intend to prove this seeming coincidence? Well, how do we? We need to find the one who sent the envelope. 7 years ago, and we don't even know who sent that letter. And your answer is silence. I see. Very well, I move to... It's not nice to pick on the Fräulein, Clavier. No way! Christoph? What the heck? Oh my goodness, Emma! Wait, what? I don't get it. Oh, Emma? Wait, what? How was... Wait. Well, like my Christoph... You, Emma! Oh my goodness, you can't... I was about to say I knew it, but how did he escape prison if he's even in prison? Well, like my Christoph Gavin impression? Did I sound like him? You got me fooled. Don't quit your day job. Don't you have a crime scene to be looking after, Fräulein Detective? Someone had to come dig you all out of the mess you're making out of this case. What mess? You know, none of this would happen if you just trusted in science a little more. Find out if that stamp was in the envelope. Easy. Care to explain yourself, Fräulein Detective? Ooh, glare at me all you want, but science is on my side. It's on the residues, right? That's right! The poison detection spray. Lose the right envelope at once. You can open it on the authority of the court. Okay. Okay, I'm looking. Found it! Here we go. Oh my goodness, Emma, you scared me. How about well, then is that Christoph just a fake out then? Well, that's kind of a little... Whoa, would you look at that? No mistaking it. That's atracinin residue. Oh, so then, I don't believe it. Murder weapon from the past. Now, 7 years later, bears its fangs at last.
Objection!
What do you have now? Absolutely outrageous. Tell me why. Why did this murder take place 7 years ago? Well, there's one possibility. Maybe Mr. Misham figured it out. Figured what out? He realized that the person who sent this letter wanted him dead, so he sent his reply with a different stamp. And put his decisive evidence in a frame. Yeah, Who's holding it? Oh. I smell cringe! Oh, you still here? Can I make a statement here on the record? I, Spark Razor-Tooth Brushel, claim the scoop as mine. Drew Misham killed in cold blood. End quote. From my sender's 7-year-old letter. End quote. No, maybe some more. Suck it! Star falls after 7-year delay. End quote. We get it! Move! Make way for Emma!
Order, order, order. There's no room for further argument here. Though I admit, this is all coming as quite a shock. Think that the murder weapon reached its mouth after 7 years. Stamp his ticket straight through afterlife. Unquote.
That's good.
I think the witness is a bad influence on our judge.
As you no need for further debate on this matter, the sender of that letter 7 years ago could hardly have been our defendant.
Oh! Nah, it can't be that. This is the final trial. It can't be that easy.
I think we just won.
Very well, the score find the defendant.
Yeah, we need to let the jury.
This is the bright future of our legal system.
We need to let the jury decide.
Prosecutor Gavin?
A ticket to the afterlife from 7 years ago? Tickets for Gavinier's shows are invalid after 2 weeks.
But it does make sense any other way.
It boggles my mind that so many people haven't noticed this. There's a fatal contradiction in Harry Forehead's claim. And now Guilty Love begins to play. I love this music. What contradiction? Poison stamp was placed in the envelope 7 years ago, whereupon it was framed up until now. If that's the case, then why would Drew Misham have done what he did? Oh, Em explained that. He must have realized it was poison.
Therein lies the rub.
I don't get it. 7 years ago, the forger Drew Misham sensed the trap and put the stamp in it as a frame. I do not debate this, but this begs the question, why 7 years later did he use the stamp on the night of the murder? Why did he indeed?
Surely you don't mean to suggest that Mr. Misham simply forgot? Put the murder weapon in the frame on his desk for 7 years and forgot? You expected to believe he sprang the trap on himself?
Clavier has a point. I kind of want to move on because I love this music so much.
Shut up!
Oh, brother. It's up to the jurists.
Well, I admit this is all quite shocking myself. It does seem highly unlikely that he would fall afoul of a trap that had been sitting on his desk for 7 years.
Apollo! I don't think we're winning anymore.
Yeah, no, duh, Herlock. And I'm glad we see you all back in the real world now. Welcome back to reality. We've been waiting for you. Rude!
Objection!
Okay, then how do you explain the poison stamp that was in this envelope? The poison stamp? Where exactly is this poison stamp again? Have you brought it to court for us? Oh, we need to find it, and then this can bring our case back.
I see no proof that such a thing ever existed.
Hold up, wait, what about the anthraquinine residue, huh?
Oh, I agree. It does seem to be anthraquinine residue. But Head Hardhead.
It's certainly no stamp. He's got a point. Yeah, but
even if your precious poison stamp did exist, Drew Misham never would have used it. That is all. This is bad. I believe we come to a conclusion again.
Apollo, we were wrong the whole time?
I can't believe it. The poison traces match up. It can't be a coincidence.
I'd like to bring some closure to this issue sometime this year. Mr. Justice? Yes, Your Honor. Let's review the facts and see where we stand. 7 years ago, Drew Misham received a red envelope. There were traces of poison anthraquinine on document inside that envelope. A similar trace was also found at the crime scene. On this tiny picture frame, the defense has indicated the possibility of a yellow envelope. An envelope that left the scene of the crime with the poison stamp on it. Yes, but even if that envelope contained a poison stamp, and Drew Misham knowing this and put it in a frame, he never would have used the stamp. However, you're right. It means that there is a fatal flaw in the defense's case.
We've been on the wrong track this whole time. I'm sure of it. Yeah. Find something. Trace of anthraquinine. Excuse me. Trace of anthraquinine, the envelope, the frame, Drew Misham's mysterious death. They're all connected somehow. What is it?
Well, Mr. Justice, do you have a conclusion for us? The defense stands by its case, Your Honor. You see that the logical outcome of the evidence makes no sense, which means that one of our clues must be a fake.
You mean forged? A fake clue? Fascinating. If we find this fake, your wild fantasies will prove quite reasonable, ja?
The fake clue that's thrown us far off the poison trail is none other than Drew Misham himself?
I kinda wanna go with this.
The victim was a fake clue? I'm afraid I don't understand.
What do you mean? I'll explain. We have an envelope, a frame, and a mug linked by poison. That all makes sense. What doesn't make sense is the victim himself.
Objection!
Yeah, this is wrong. Congratulations, you completely lost me.
Stop the fake evidence is none other than master of fake himself. The forger makes a good story. I'll give you that. Oh!
Fake clue, fakes, forgeries.
Ah! What?
I know the face. I just had an idea.
Face. If I'm right, but I'm going with it anyway. What do you mean? What if our forger is the fake? Come again? I don't follow you, Apollo. 7 years ago, our forger sniffed a trap and stepped aside. 7 years passed. Now the forger stumbles into that very same trap and dies. Why? That's what I want to know. Because the forger who was killed was a fake. Wait, what do you mean? Here we are again. The victim was a fake. I don't believe you for a minute. The forger smelled the trap when forger fell into the trap. That's two forgers and one of them was a fake. Oh, well, the pursuit theme is plain, so go on. Order, order, order! You're telling us that Drew Misham, the victim, was a fake? Well, if he was the fake, who was the real forger? You better not be claiming there was some kind of switcheroo, and you're going to have to back up your story. Mr. Justice, show us just who the real Drew Misham was. Misham wasn't the real forger, only one other person it could have been. Understood, Your Honor. Who? Forger Drew Misham was himself a forgery. The real forger was... Vera or Spark? I'm gonna go Spark first. I got it wrong. Attorney makes wild claim, becomes subject of mass ridicule, end quote. Almost something. Quick. Vera? They're gonna believe one explanation, really? No, but that... The real identity of the forger, known as Drew Misham, is none other than his only daughter, Vera Misham. We're defending her! How? Order. Mr. Justice, this is going out on the limb even for you.
I can't agree. Is there a forger?
Let's consider it before you write it off entirely. If you look at the paintings in the studio, one fact becomes quite clear. And she can draw! Oh my goodness! Forgery has been taking place at the studio for quite some time. The forger wasn't caught in the trap 7 years ago. This can only mean that the one who was caught in the trap wasn't the forger. Was the trap aiming for Vera? That makes kind of sense. One more thing. Only 2 sets of fingerprints were found at the forger's studio. Drew Misham's and Vera Misham's. If we know that Drew Misham wasn't the forger, that leaves only one possibility by process of elimination. The forger was Vera Misham. Well, it's a stretch. Fascinating. It is fascinating. What does the jury think of all this? Oh, hello, Vera. Vera Misham? You've been paying attention to the trial so far. Oh, yeah. Let's just ask her and be done with it, shall we? Who are you? Who is the forger, Drew Misham? Oh! A reaction! Was that an expression of emotion I saw on her face? She's staring holes into the prosecutor Gavin's face. I'm used to being stared out by Fräuleins, believe me. They usually talk to me too. Tell us, were you the one who forged those works of art? This is interesting. This is really interesting.
Yes.
Oh. Apollo was right. Forger Drew Misham was you?
Yes. It was me.
What? Oh my goodness, so the threats were meant to her instead of... Or was it an uproar and it wasn't coming down? We have to break for a 10-minute recess. What do you mean to be continued? Nah, screw that! Screw that! I'm going in! Guns blazing! And what do you want, Christoph? Hello, YouTube! I am the Red Right and welcome back To Apollo Justice, Ace Attorney. Last episode, Vera admitted that she was a criminal. And, yeah. Things are going a lot worse, and we had this testimony, but anyway, I need to make a mistake. I said there were only 3 cases. I completely forgot about Wesley Stigler's case and all that. But anyway, without further ado... Hi! Okay. So where exactly does this leave us, Apollo? I have no idea. Well, the Drew Misham who was killed wasn't Drew Misham from The Forger, basically. Huh? Well, then who was he? Well, he was actually Drew Misham, but... What is that hand? What do you want to show us? Doing her nail. How is that doing her nails? So you really made those forgeries? I don't think she's gonna talk. Oh, wait. Smiley face? Oh.
Yes, for father. I know, it was wrong. Can you tell us how it happened?
I don't think you want to, tell us.
My father was a painter. I loved painting ever since I was a child. One day, father saw it in me. He saw that I had a talent.
I see. Pressure, then?
The talent for making forgeries? How should I say it? It was not only paintings I made. With the materials, I could make anything.
What do you mean? Anything? Yeah, I figured it.
Father was so proud, and I so happy.
You don't look very happy.
I was making those.
Forgeries, yeah.
I've never had a good constitution, nor personality. I know very little of the world outside of my door.
I see. You look... Well, for someone who's been locked in, who's been quarantined, you don't look that bad.
No, because... Pardon me. Because of me, father is... Do you know about this red envelope? I remember that envelope. It was some time ago.
So you were already, creating your works back then?
I started when I was only 12 years old.
That's 7 years ago. I need to know what happened 7 years ago that connects all of this. So weird. Someone figured out the stamp was poisoned. That was... Mr. Justice, it's time. To the courtroom, please. Alright, here we go. Right. Out of time.
Wait, Vera, just one more thing, please. Those 3 paintings in the studio. I painted those as part of my work.
Yeah, but, right, see, we checked them out and we saw what was underneath. We saw the rough sketches underneath the 3 finished paintings. Yeah, we did. Can you explain that, please?
I see.
What do you mean?
Mr. Justice?
Yes? What's up?
Father, he knew.
Really?
Both of you. No,
Your late father? What?
he was watching, gathering information. All about the Ride and Co. law offices.
But lately, we're not doing just law.
Yes, he did tricks, gangster news, and played piano.
Okay, she's sketch as fuck.
Well, not really gags. Yet my father heard him using the legal business.
Was he happy?
How pleased he was.
Who was Mr. Misham?
How am I supposed to know?
What if he was Daddy's
He is not Phoenix Wright's dad. That is for sure.
Even relatively.
Judging from the relative ages involved, I'd say it's highly unlikely. These are really confusing enough with all the daddies running around. What is that? That's not a statue. What? Again, excuse me. Had a good lunch, but what? That's a statue. What does it say? It's doing her nails. But back to the trial. I know that the victim's daughter, Vera, was the forger. What does this mean for the case? As we're about to find out. Okay. Here we go. Yep, I'm drinking my water. But here we go. Back to the trial at hand. Oh, I love this. I love this so much.
Court is now back in session. Alright. Hello, Vera. Vera seems pretty tense. She's practically chewing her fingernails. Hey, don't be like Lana, not Emma, but who literally like chewed her finger and then like bit her entire nail off. Actually, I never told you guys, but my middle toenail in my right foot came like flying off, or not flying off. I think, yeah, I don't know what happened, but I think I like picked it off and my entire nail just came off. So as of right now, my nail is still growing back in the third toe of my right foot.
Oh! Ew! Dude! What the
A little gross, but still, fun fact. Perhaps you're gonna begin by telling us how it all worked. How did you set up this Drew Micham forger persona? I'd want to know that too. Oh, Clever, you scared her. What's that stare again? She's drilling more holes into his head.
I know it's hard for you, but hey, he's a handsome guy.
I'm a guy, so I don't know, but... If I was a girl, maybe I'd find him handsome, but as a guy, I don't find him handsome. He's good looking. Handsome, not so much. Very well, miss, if you would. Did you really make those detestable forgeries? Oh, she's really scared now. Perhaps you'd rather answer my question. Were you the one who painted that painting? The remarkably similar one? Okay.
I painted it. Yes.
So is that like to express her emotions? Can she not like give emotions except when she's scared?
Father praised me quite highly for it.
So, she was the one who made the forgeries. Yet, she did not wish to reveal the truth of their operation. Am I recording? Yes, I am. So the victim was a stand-in, a decoy. To the world at large, he was the forger, not her. Oh, that's new. Oh, wait, never mind, bite her.
I've done a bad thing. I haven't died.
Regardless, we need a little more information. About, for instance, this. Okay, yeah, let's find out more about this. You have seen this before, Ja?
Yes. It was on the desk drawer.
Well, let's hear about it. You may proceed with your testimony. Tell us everything you know about this envelope. Here we go! This is testimony number 1 of many.
I created things that Father stole from me. This envelope came after my first work that was other than a painting. Father handled the deal, all of it. I received the stamp that was in that envelope. It was after that job that we moved to the current studio.
Wait, that stamp! And I'm glad I'm doing Vera's voice instead of doing... I forgot his name. Toothless? Brush him. There certainly was much of a great interest in your testimony. Not that the witness realizes it. Very well, please begin the cross-examination. Yeah, right, okay. More information about this forger. This Drew Misham. Alright, let's go one step at a time. Here we go. So, these things you were making, you mean paintings identical to other paintings, right?
The closer they were, the happier Father was. I was happy too.
You don't look like it. Did I already say that? Still, you're quite young now. When did you begin this work? 7 years ago.
I first painted souls when I was 12.
That is when I was 12. Yeah, it's 7 years ago. Your Honor, she had no idea what she was doing was illegal. What? Easy there, little attorney. You're not here to defend her for the crime of forgery. True. Please tell us more about this envelope. We'll deal with one crime first, then we'll deal with another. This envelope that may have very well killed your father.
I really want to get you out of this. By other than a painting, you mean you'd only done paintings up to that point?
Yes, but Father had a realization. He noticed my talent extended to making things other than paintings.
So would that be that sculpture, for instance?
For instance, a letter someone had written, or a fingerprint left upon a cup, or a signature on a document, a seal upon a letter.
None of this makes her sound very innocent at all. Actually, come to think about it, yeah. Could you try to not incriminate yourself? Your Honor, I plead the fifth. That does not work here in this game. Shoot. And a 100,000 promised in this letter was the start. The beginning of a new industry for Drew Misham. A new industry? The creation of items to be used in criminal proceedings. Forging evidence, in other words. Uh-oh. Here we go. Now the deal. All of it. Yeah, let's talk about this. So you didn't know how the things you were making were being used?
I enjoy painting very much.
I think I understand. Please share. The Fräulein has lived in an unusual little world. Well, yeah, she was quarantined most of her life. Can you tell us what happened to the papers that were in this envelope?
Father signed them and sent them back, I believe.
Did he follow the instructions? Send in the enclosed envelope with the enclosed stamp. Oh, yeah, did he? This is a rather important matter. Give your answer some thought. Do we really gotta wait? Come on. You see I'm pressing. Here we go. Thank you. What do you mean you received it? No, come on.
Did I do something wrong?
You didn't use that stamp because it was dangerous, correct? Deadly poison on the back. Anthraquinine. Wait. A moment, Herr Forehead. Don't tell her that. She's still young. Can't force an answer upon the witness. Now then, perhaps you would tell me, Fräulein Vera, when did you receive this stamp? Uh-oh. Is something wrong?
It was beautiful.
Oh. He's like, Nani? Oh, you mean one of those commemorative stamps?
Yes, I think it was.
So, you didn't know about the poison? Did you or did you not? No, I don't think... I guess not. So the trap failed by chance. By mistake. Thanks to this commemorative stamp? Quite the close call. Okay. No. I just wanted to make sure that, I was in the last statement. You mean you moved to where the current Drew studio is?
Yes, I saw very few people there. I began drawing picture books.
This single job had tied them to the criminal underworld. I think Mr. Misham wished to reduce their visibility in the world at large.
When we had to meet someone for some reason, Father posed as the creator of the work.
What? So that was the real essence of the artist Drew Misham? You did the work and he supplied the face. I see. So, you really didn't know anything, did you? You had no idea how much danger you were in? I don't think she did. I think that means no. Apparently not. About this commemorative stamp. Can you tell us more about it? Yeah, please. That would provide useful information. Yeah, it's okay. Draw it first and then...
It was very pretty, and more than that,
Yes? Go on.
it was a picture of people I liked at the time.
Who? Can you tell us? Apparently, we've got some cross-examination yet ahead of us. Will you be so kind as to continue your testimony, Fräulein? Yes, please do. Smiley face? Thank you. Alright. Is this new testimony?
The stamp was a picture of my favorite magician.
Ooh, the grammar eyes? Magicians.
I love mysterious things. always have. Even though she fainted when she saw Mr. Hat.
Confused and mysterious was freaky. Yeah, I wouldn't imagine a large wooden figure stuck up you, Trucy. Wait, no. Out of context, that sounds really, really bad. I meant hidden. Wooden statue hidden behind you, Trucy. And I guess that's better. I don't know how to word it. Where do you keep Mr. Hat?
It was a great magic show. I loved it so much.
See? Isn't magic great? Magic is great. Fine, great, yeah, sure. No need to get all excited. Hey, have a little bit of an enthusiastic approach, Apollo.
But the magic troupe, we saw the Spaniards soon after.
Yeah, I heard of it. Yeah, right?
It was quite sad.
Didn't Valen talk about this or something? Can you say what I think she said? I know. Magic troupe? I've never heard of that before. The red envelope came after she completed her first job. It makes it a letter from her client. Never wanted a fortune made.
Apollo!
We're close. We just have to piece together the parts. A deadly weapon in a red envelope, and the path it took to take Drew Misham's life. I think I know what it is. But I just gotta present the right grammar eye object now. Alright. Was that it? Now please draw the stamp. Oh yeah, the hat! That's a grammar eye hat, alright. Would it be... I don't think the envelope now, but let's show the magic show ticket first. Objection! There we go. Okay, great. Those magicians you liked. Was it this bunch? Smiley face, please. Yes! Okay.
Apollo, they're not a bunch!
I see. Still, I have to wonder. I have to blow my nose real quickly. Be right back.
Why include a commemorative stamp like that in a business letter? Good question. Yeah,
Well, pre-stamps are always better, and you can't beat Droop Grammar Eye.
I guess so.
I never understood the point of stamps. It's a stamp is a stamp. What matters? Just put a stamp on a letter, it gets sent, right? Something like that?
Probably. Absolutely not. But the whole murder plan was a failure because of it. Ironic, don't you think? Prosecutor Gavin. You okay? What is it? Prosecutor Gavin? You're sweating bullets. Grammar Eye. What's the problem? What's with Gavin? Might I ask just one question of this witness? Are you okay? Do you have a bad relationship with the Grammar Eyes? In your testimony just now, you stated this was your first work that was other than a painting. Oh, please tell me, what exactly did you make? What? Oh, no! Answer the question. Oh, now! Whoa! Are you? What is this? You're scared, Gavin. You're scaring her. The prosecutor, Gavin. You're usually not the one whose volume concerns me. Yes, it is unbecoming of me. I apologize. But I must know. Please, Miss Mishab, tell me.
It was a book? A single page in a book.
A book? Please be more specific. What is this?
It was a handwritten book. Like a diary.
Are you okay? Clutch. Whoa! What happened here? No! I don't! What's wrong? Are you okay, Clavier? What's wrong with Prosecutor Gavin? I have no idea. Looks like he just saw a ghost. Miss Michonne, this book. Was there a picture of a silk hat on the back cover? Yes or no?
How did you know?
Yeah, hang on, Gavin. You need to... Prosecutor Gavin, the defendant is answering all of your questions. Stop badgering her. Yeah. I thought... Now I'm acting like the prosecutor here. He's told you nothing, has he? You soiled, sullied mentor. Nothing? Sullied who? What? Phoenix Wright? What does he have to do with all this?
Daddy?
What? He never told you about the trial 7 years ago. Are we finally gonna get this?
About how he came to lose his attorney's badge? No, he never did! Can you tell me? It was a certain piece of evidence that decided his fate, you know? A certain diary. No! On the back, it bore the mark of his... Did Vera forge evidence? Which made him lose? No way. What? Phoenix Wright tossed out of the profession by false evidence? The forger who made that evidence was Vera? Guilty! Guilty as charged! Jury! Get her! Get her! I don't care! Vera, you must tell us, the evidence you made was used in a trial 7 years ago. Who asked Drew Misham you to forge that evidence? For all of our sakes, who was it? Ooh, someone asked her to forge evidence. Who?
We only met once.
You met the client? Well, who was it?
It was...
Who? What?
What's going on with Vera?
She's staring at Prosecutor Gavin's face again. Yes? What? Is there something about me?
I remember clearly. I remember who gave me the book, the diary.
Was it Clavier? Who was it? Vera! Oh no! Oh no! Oh, Vera! The devil? What? What in the world? Defendant Mira Visham. Condition unconscious. Examiner's diagnosis. Acute atrocan. She got poisoned! Who did this? Sends a recording of the trial for the murder of Drew Misham. Vera Misham was during the trial poisoned by an unknown assailant. The dose was just under the lethal amount, sparing the defendant's life. She is currently in intensive care and is not to be disturbed for any reason. A very simple cause, at first glance, until it finally begins to show its true colors. The long road to the... This music! The long road to the truth takes us to the record of another trial. Phoenix! In some ways, that was the starting point of it all. No way! Are we seriously? Hello, Clavier! And that is where we must go. Baby Trucy! To find the whole truth. No way. No way! Are we doing this? Are we doing this right now? Save the freaking game,